Alright, so, as you can see, switched up the team a little bit. I have taken a considerable break from the story. I got my Corviknight Gigantamax ready. I got Tyranitar. I caught this man in the wild. Dragapult, I honestly don't know where you get him. Japanese people were nice enough to, just ship this my way. Gyarados, had to get Gyarados. And then finally, I caught this piece of garbage Ferrothorn from a raid, actually. Because whenever I encountered him in the wild, he just decided to kill himself. And as you can see, his speed is god-awful. I don't know if that's... I haven't used Ferrothorn heavy in older games, but I don't know if that's an intentional, is that an intentional part of the game? Because he has a move where he does more damage the slower he is. So I honestly don't know if, that's intentional or not. But either way, let's go ahead and try to take on the story. I know that the last time I was looking at this, something to do with Dynamaxing Pokemon, something to do with their gigantic. I honestly took a gigantic break, and I really just want to finish this game, because I think that if I don't finish this game now, I'm never going to finish this game. Legit, I'm going to just be like, listen, I don't need to do anything. I don't have to worry about anything. Ah, shit, I'm going the wrong direction. I don't have anything to do. And I'm just going to be in the wild, catching Pokemon. I'm going to be fighting in raids. And I'm just going to be having a ball. Because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, this is probably one of the more fun Pokemon games I've played. I played Red, the OG Fire Red. Then I played the Black and White. Black and White's probably the least favorite Pokemon game for me personally, just because I didn't like the starters that much, and the Pokemon that they added, that were auxiliary, weren't as interesting to me. X and Y had some pretty cool Pokemon, man. Greninja is probably one of the cooler starters ever. Chespin was alright. Braxian was, kind of whatever in my opinion. And then for the auxiliary Pokemon in X and Y, I really like the fire Pokemon. The guy, I think he's basically a fire lion, if I'm not mistaken. Where the fuck am I supposed to go, dude? I'm telling you, I have not. It's been so long since I played. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do right now. Hello? What am I doing? Oh, what'd he say? What'd she say? What'd you say? The station's near Route 7, remember? Now off with you, Gym Challenger. Route 7. Okay, so I need to go to Route 7. Route 7. Okay. So I need to go to some station. Dude, I'm telling you, I have not... Oof, I have not fucking played this game in so long. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing, dude. I might have to go look up a fucking playthrough or some shit. The station's near Route 7. I'm talking about this bitch? No. The station is near Route 7. Bitch, I'm out Route 7. Shit. Hammerlocke Station, Hammerlocke Stadium. Oh, okay. Alright. So, it helps if you read. It helps if you read words that are presented to you, because the information in the words will go in your brain, and you will, you'll learn. So, we gotta go take the train. Woo, woo! Chugga, 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 chugga. Alright. Let's go ahead and take the train. And, hold up. I'm coming too. Oh, this guy beat Raihan? Damn, bro. Whoa. Okay. A bada bing. Okay. Hey, man. This guy's nice. I just realized that guy's jersey number is 241, mine is 242. Coincidence? I think not. Alright, for some reason we got this Chinese, Japanese stuff on the wall. Whoa. Look at this, man. It's so sad, man. This is the state of social interaction on your phone. There's a lot I want to check out there. There's a big tower and the monorail. In Winden Stadium, where the whole of the whole world is going to be watching us. Alright. You get it, right? You and me are going to make our match there the greatest match that ever was. Okay. This guy's a bit dramatic, but alright. He's a bit dramatic, I'd say. A bit dramatic. So this is Route 10. It's like a wall made out of snow. Okay. Oh wow, this guy's really smart. Yep, why not? I actually have to, I actually do have to level up my Charizard. By the way, of course, I did get a Charizard again from the friendly people in Japan. Everyone in America were just spamming me fucking magic cards, but guess what? Fucking Shongshir Yoryo gave me a fucking nice, you know, Charizard. Or actually gave me a Charmander. But you know what? Not too bad. I ended up getting a Charizard. And I put Score Buddy in the box because he's so fucking overleveled. And I don't know, I'm kind of going through a weird thing where I'm starting to not hate Score Buddy as much because I was like, listen, man, this guy looks so fucking weird. You know, he has kind of a weird moveset. You know, I'm not feeling it, you know. But, you know, I played with him in a couple raids. I still think he looks really stupid. But, I don't think I hate him as much as I once thought I hated him. Because I put him in the fucking box out of spite. But now, you know, I'm trying to come along. I'm trying to come around to it. I'm trying to be a little bit more open-minded. You know, I'd say in this Pokemon game, my favorite Pokemon are probably the auxiliary Pokemon as opposed to the starters. There's like a lot of, like, Phalanx is a really cool Pokemon. Dragapult, oh man, that guy's fucking badass, dude. Dragon, Ghost, that's a pretty cool matchup. And he has really cool moves. Like, the moves are really unique and really cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Score Buddy as much. I don't even hate the water type and the, what do you call it? The grass type as much. It's just the simple fact of the matter being that I don't think they're as cool as past starters, nor do I think they're as cool as, like, the current Pokemon that are available in this game. But I guess we'll see. I really want to get my hands on the Legendary in this game, because I've been playing this for a pretty long time, and I've been at the fucking, you know, step right before finishing it for a minute now. So I kind of want to, I don't want to rush, but I do want to fucking beat the game, or at least get to the point where I unlock the Legendary, the Steel Fighter, and then, check out the, I think it was, what, Battle Tower? I think that's where you get a bunch of shit. So I'm trying to get to the end game content. I'm trying to get to the end of the game. And I'm pretty close. I'm like, probably the last area, honestly. I beat you, Doctor. But, it is pretty, it is a pretty cool game, and it is, it's kind of unfortunate when you think about it, because, look at this. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Dude, this guy looks like a male model. Look at him. Hiker Douglas. But yeah, it is a little bit disappointing. I would assume to a lot of people. For me personally, I'm not that disappointed. I was expecting a lot less from this game, just because, you know, so many people were like pointing out flaws with it, and a lot of them were, you know, legitimate flaws. That I was kind of expecting it to be just about a piece of shit. But it really isn't. It's a really good game, and I think that one thing that makes it so... one thing that makes it so hard to kind of see this game the way it should be is that there's so many negative things surrounding it. Obviously, people were upset about the Pokedex being smaller than what it was in the past. People being upset about the models of the game being reused and basically saying their excuse for the models, you know, being null and void. I think, honestly, to be completely honest, if this game had the entire Pokedex and every single Pokemon when it was in this game, it still has some issues. The online is fucked. You know, the online is terrible. The animations could have been better for some Pokemon. You know, all these different things. But I think the biggest thing was the Pokedex bullshit. And I think if that had that not exist, I think a lot of people would be a lot less caring about, like, what's going on with the game right now in terms of, oh, you know, they didn't do a good job with this, good job with that. You know, I've seen people, because of the Pokedex being missing, they basically, like, started complaining about shit about this game, and people just started circle jerking, especially on the Pokemon subreddit, where people are like, where people are basically like, yeah, you know, the fucking music at the beginning of the game wasn't that good, they could have did this and that, and I'm listening to this and I'm going, dude, there's nothing wrong with the music in this game. I've never fucking noticed that the music was retarded or the music was terrible. Like, people are literally just going out of their way to figure out how to shit on the game, and it's like, dude, like, the game has ass qualities. Okay, fair enough, focus on the ass qualities, but now it's turned into a fucking circle jerk where people are like, dude, the fucking game doesn't have good music, the game is ass, the game is this, the game is that. And it's like, dude, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You picking on the music of the game? Like, that's so much jutsu. Same thing with, like, I feel like a lot of shit that no one cares about, they started picking on. Like, for example, one thing that people did complain about, they're like, look at the trees, the graphics for the trees, and, like, graphics in general. Like, I feel like for Pokemon, I've never focused on the graphics. It's always been the core gameplay. Definitely the graphics could be better, but, like, nigga, this is the Switch. Like, people talking hella shit about Pokemon, whereas, like, there's so many Nintendo games that are, like, leagues below fucking basic shit. Like, literally, I play Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's a good game. It's a great game. But there's so many things fucked in that game that no one ever brings up because Nintendo fanboys don't give a shit. Like, the fact that when I want to invite someone to a game, they have to input a fucking 12-character ID, and that in order for me to join someone else, I got to do the same thing. And that if I want to talk to people, I have to fucking call them on the phone because there's no such thing as a party chat functionality on the fucking Nintendo Switch. And dude, what's crazy? Actually, I made a post on Reddit. I think it was Unpopular Opinion or something like that. Just something to point out this shit because I'm like, dude, Nintendo fanboys, like, they're picking on Pokemon. But, like, Switch in general is, like, super fucking old, super fucking antiquated. And no one cares because they're just, like, super fucking fanboys. And they're just like, dude, like, I just saw people commenting on that thread. And they're like, yeah, dude, the Nintendo Switch is a party console. You bring the console to play by your friend's house. You don't fucking play online. It's not an online console. I'm happy it's not an online console. You can play PS4 or Xbox if you want an online console. You want a party chat? Go play that. You want to play with friends? Go play that. And it's like, dude, you're that much of a fucking fucked in the head fanboy. Like, literally to the point where you're just like, yeah, why would Nintendo ever implement a good party system? Yeah. Why would they ever implement voice chat? Why would we ever want that? And it's like, dude, it's 2019. Like, these are industry standards when it comes to video games. Communication? Fucking basic communication? Like, are you kidding me? You're really going to sit there and tell me that you do not want any type of way to have any communication? I can't even send text messages on the Switch, and you're happy about that? Dude, that's fucking nuts. That's fucking crazy. You're literally happy that you're getting less and paying more. Like, dude, okay, if that's the case, then guess what? When the Switch came out, it was like, what, $400 or $500? Make it $250. Make it so that when I bought it, I got it at a discounted price, like last Christmas, I think, or some bullshit like that, and it was like $200, right? If you're gonna give me a console that's literally like a fucking, you know, plug and play console, then, yo, at release, have that shit be $200, and then have it, you know, go down to $150. Because what are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? The graphics for the system is ass. The graphics are dog shit. They're like fucking a step above 3DS. The fucking performance for this shit is dog shit. The fucking software updates for this shit is dog shit. I have a fucking USB 3.0 hardware, but not software. The Switch is still not updated that to update the software to be enabled to use USB 3.0. Like, it's dog shit. It's complete and utter dog shit. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, like, the same thing that happened with fucking Pokemon. Like, once the shit stops seeming that fun, once the shit stops seeming, like, worth it, people are gonna be so fucking upset. Because now, like, say if every game on the Switch that came out wasn't that fun, wasn't that cool, etc., etc. Now you got a system that has no party chat functionality, no fucking multiplayer fucking benefits. Because, you know, when I play multiplayer with people, I literally call them on the phone. Or if I'm playing with people that are randoms, like, there's no easy way of communicating with them. It's like, dude, like, it's literally a fucking... It's a step below other consoles. Like, it's complete and utter dog shit compared to what other people offer. And the thing, all I'm saying is, okay, the Switch is, you know, below what it should be. Fair enough, it's below what it should be. But it'd be great, it'd be amazing if they said, you know what, we realize our party system is fucked, it barely exists, this is fucked, it barely exists, etc., etc. And then they're like, you know what, we're gonna fucking Noctown. And they're like, you know what, we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to do something better by releasing an update for fucking this or an update for that. Or just something to say, hey, you know what, we're aware that we fucking suck ass and we're trying to get better. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, there's certain things, like, for example, and then another thing is, like, a lot of people, especially when it comes to fucking consoles, like, people shit all over the Xbox One. And because people shit all over the Xbox One, it became a better console. I mean, obviously, no one really fucking bought it. That shit is probably the fucking second or even third, you know, console of this generation in terms of, like, selling. The PS4 completely fucked it in the ass because they're like, literally, when the release happened, a lot of people, including myself, that were gonna buy an Xbox One bought a PS4 or made it in their mind that, hey, I'm gonna get a PS4 because, like, Xbox One was on some bullshit where it's like, you need to buy the Kinect, pay more for that, you always have to be online, you always have to do this, and there was a bunch of shit no one wanted, no one cared about. And the response by Microsoft and the Xbox division was, oh, you want to play offline, use the Xbox 360. Oh, you want this, go use that. And it's like, dude, go fuck yourself. And then people did that. They said, hey, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that. Eat ass. So it's one of those things where, let me see, I should heal. It's one of those things where it's just complete and utter stupidity. And it really is like a case of fucking fanboyism, because there's so many people, dude. When it comes to X-Fags, if you ever seen someone on YouTube, his name is Hard 8 Times. He's one of the few, like, Call of Duty commentators that I've continued to follow over the years. He's not really a Call of Duty commentator. He just makes, like, videos about video games and stuff like that. And he's like, yo, X-Fags, Nintendo fags, Sony ponies. Like, dude, there's some people that are slaves. He always says this. There's some people who are slaves to the plastic. They really fucking with the plastic hardcore. And that's super facts, dude. I have no clue why so many people go into, like, that weird genjutsu of, like, yo, I love the Nintendo Switch. I gotta protect the Switch. I don't want a better console. It's already perfect. And it's like, dude, just stop. Fucking stop. Like, don't fucking tell me that the Nintendo Switch can't be better. I love the Nintendo Switch. I fucking use the Nintendo Switch. There's a million games on here that I like. But it ain't perfect. It could have been way better. Like, there's so many things that could be better. Oh shit. Alright, fucking my boy Ferrothorn gonna get some XP, boys. Let's see. Seed bomb probably kill him. Uh-oh. I really hope this thing's super effective. Cool. Ha, it didn't do much. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just one of those things where it's like, it's great. I think that people shitting on Pokemon is actually a good thing, because guess what? I bet you the next time they release a Pokemon, they're gonna fucking get their shit together, hopefully, and not fuck around and make this fucking 1999 fucking software fucking Practium, and actually realize, you know what, people want. Ooh, hold up. Let me go ahead and let me heal this guy, because I'm assuming this Pokemon is like what, level what? Level 60 maybe? You level 60, bro? If he's 50 or above, we could probably use a flamethrower and not kill him. Probably, let's see. But, yeah, I mean, deserved criticism. Ooh, nice. Deserved criticism. I definitely think that they could have done a better job with this game. I still love it. I still think this is one of the better Pokemon games. Largely because of the... Largely because of the gameplay mechanic decisions they made. I think they're really good. For example, the, you know, EXP share for all Pokemon at the beginning. That's cool because people want that anyway. Fast travel near the beginning because people get fucking fly just to have fast travel. People realize that. Very cool. They also gave people the ability to use Surf as a, like, story mechanic. You don't really have to look for the TM. You just, you know, your bike upgrades, and then you get Surf, and you can go on water and stuff. Which is pretty cool. I feel like that, you know, it at least simplified things to a degree. Let's see. This guy's asleep. Loki might be able to fucking catch this piece of shit. Let's see. Ultra Ball, go. So I think there's a lot of things that they did right in this game. And really they, you know, had a couple of big fuck-ups. And the biggest one being that they pissed off a lot of fans by not having a full Pokedex. Which, me personally, I don't want to say I don't care, because I would have liked it if they had a full deck, a full Pokedex. I would have liked to have fucking Nidoking in this game. I would have liked to have all, you know, if not my Pokemon from the Pokebank, then, you know, just an option to have those Pokemon. But at the same time, I mean, you know, there's so many fucking Pokemon, dude, and I like a lot of them, that, you know, it ends up being that you play with a couple, then you get to your final team, and then you rarely change it. I understand, you know, say if, you know, people don't like Charizard, they love Blastoise. That is stupid. I don't know why the fuck they went into fucking Blastoise jutsu. Let's see. Let's go with this guy. But I think it's one of those things where it was just plain and simple. It was a rush for delivery. Nintendo, Game Freak, they probably needed 6 months to a year, let's be honest. Like, to probably 6 months to really, and the reason why I say this is because what they needed probably could have been accomplished in, if they knew what they were doing and they were, like, comfortable with the Switch, and they were like, you know what, we know how to do this, we simply have to do this. They probably could do it, develop it, push it, test it, 3 months, I would think, right? I think that's reasonable. But they don't really know the ins and outs of the Switch. It's the first Switch game. They clearly, you know, they didn't really figure out the online good enough. It ain't great. They didn't really figure out the... They obviously didn't figure out the fucking, you know, exporting of shit from the old Pokemon games to new Pokemon games. They need to fucking really get their shit together and update it, because the way they're going, it's really ain't scaling well. I definitely could see them... Like, I could really see, like, Game Freak, they make one more Pokemon game, and it ain't that good. Like, this game is a good seller, you know what I mean? It's a good game, but it really is, you know, the first time I would think a lot of fans are upset. A lot of fans are like, what the fuck? And I think that if Game Freak, for example, made another game that was similar to this, where it splits the fan base, it has people that don't even want to play the game, I could definitely see this going down the route of Call of Duty, where, you know, things started going downhill in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, some things people didn't really like, but it wasn't terrible. It was still a pretty good game. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out for me. That was like the first ass fucking game. And then there's the release of, what the fuck came after Modern Warfare 3? I don't think I even played that game. Keep it a buck. Black Ops 2. That was the first Call of Duty where I was like, alright, I'm not buying any more Call of Duties. And I didn't. The last Call of Duty that I bought after that was... what was it? It was... Call of Duty World War II, which was 2018. Then I played this newest Modern Warfare, which isn't terrible. It's a pretty good game. But it just goes to show, like, people like me, I played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and even Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, and then it was like, you know what, Call of Duty comes out every year, It's the same shit every year. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it. It ain't that interesting. And then I just gave up on the series. So I can imagine a lot of people giving up on Pokemon. Just like, I mean, for me personally, the way that I view the Pokemon series is that it's not a series I'm playing every release. Like, unless, like, when I played X and Y, right? I played that and I was like, alright, I got my Pokemon fill. Pokemon's Pokemon, you know what I mean? It's like Call of Duty's Call of Duty. I did not buy the Omega Ruby and the Omega Sapphire. I'll be honest with you. Once I saw those games, I'm like, fuck, I wish I didn't fucking play Pokemon X and Y. I should have gotten that. But I was like, yo, Pokemon's Pokemon. I'm not going to fucking buy another Pokemon a year after and play that shit. Like, there's no reason to do that. It's the same shit, in my opinion. Same thing with Ultra Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon looks so fucking cool. I was really tempted to buy it, but at the time I was looking for a job, and I really didn't have the fucking time to do it. So it's just one of those things, you know. Okay. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, when it comes to video games, I feel like for me personally, I'm the type of person that, you know, even this Modern Warfare, the only reason I bought it is because all my friends got it. That's literally the only reason I got it. Keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, Call of Duty is not that important in my mind where I'm like, oh, I want to play it every year. You know, every couple of years, you know, you buy it, you play it. It's like Madden. Like, I played Madden NFL 09. I never bought another Madden. Like, Madden is Madden. I'm not into sports that heavy. Ooh. I'm not into sports that heavy where I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I need to fucking, you know, I need to, let's see, steal, body, brave bird, shit. Alright, I'm gonna drill pack Noivern and hope that does enough damage. Let's see. Yeah, it did. But yeah, Madden is Madden. Like, I'm not into that heavy of sports where I'm like, oh, every year I want to play fucking Madden. It's one of those things where it's just so fucking same old, blase, blase. And even with this Pokemon game, I was playing it regardless. I have not played Pokemon since X and Y. This is the first one for the Switch. I was really interested in it. And I'm like, alright, Betty, I'm gonna play it. But there's a lot of things, even before people started hating on the game, I hated the fact that they took out, what do you call it, Mega Evolutions. There was no reason to take that out. They should have fucking kept that going. Dynamaxing really, you know, if it was, had it not been for the, raid mechanic, I would hate it. I would say fuck Dynamaxing. And really, Dynamaxing adds nothing. It literally is nothing. Like, okay, I'm a Dynamax Pokemon, you're a Dynamax Pokemon, we're both, now it's fucking relational, like, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, you're fucking big, I'm fucking big, therefore we're both regular size, like, it makes no difference. Ooh, this is a cool, dude, this reminds me of the city from Pokemon X and Y, this looks cool, dude. But yeah, it's one of those things where I really do think that this could have been a 10 out of 10 game for a lot of people. First Pokemon game on the Switch. I'm sure people were excited for this. I'm sure people who even hated this game are playing it now and are like, you know what, damn, this is a pretty good game. I wish that it was better. But I think some of the biggest reasons why this game failed was just simple business logic and simply the fact that Game Freak is just not fucking up to date, not up to snuff. They didn't have enough resources. They didn't dedicate enough resources to the game. Which, you know, it all comes down to business at the end of the day. Let's see. Charizard! Very nice, very nice. Alright, now what am I going to do here? I'm gonna go and... repeat ball, that's God's here. I'll buy 12 of these. Okay. Quick ball. Okay. Buy 6 of those. Luxury ball. Yeah, these are expensive. I'll look into that later. I low-key need some Guapo. Let's see. Pokeball, Ultra Ball. Let's buy like 30 of these. Actually, no, let's just get like 17. And Great Ball, yeah, we're good on that. We are good on that. Full heal, max potion, hyper potion, 120. I'll buy double amount of these. I'll get like 10 of those. Actually, let's get 8. And then, yeah, that looks about it. That looks about right. That looks about right. I ain't gonna sell just yet. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So we are in the beautiful city of... Let's see, where does it fucking... Right here. Here we go. The beautiful city of... Welcome to the modern city of Winden. So I think I'm going to cut it off here and come back and try to rush through the fucking game and just... Not rush through the game, but actually focus on the game as opposed to the fucking side content.